It's hard to see, bro. You fucking ready for this? It's been a fucking wild. Syac was, well, we're out of it now. And I got more cancer for you guys. Alright, this list didn't particularly top anything. I just been like wiping everyone's ass. I haven't lost, except when I did, because time. But aside from time being my only enemy, like always, I came up with something better. And this deck is the best deck of your format, money guaranteed. I got some spicy decks. There's some amount of flexibility that I will show and call out throughout this video. But aside from that, I think most of the main engine should be kept around these levels, so you just never had bad cards in hand. Starting with the Fountain, it's 1 to 2. Who the fuck cares? They just help people build like decks with consistency. 3 tip, 3 flashing, 3 freezing, 3 destruction, and now for the spice. Only 2 slumber. We're taking out the third one for a droplet because it does the exact same thing as being an upstart, but at the same time, you have a secondary option to literally make your opponent draw, and when they have 0 cards in deck, so you activate like this, chain slumber and freezing curses, banish 6. They get the 0 cards in deck. They draw their last card, but they'll have no cards to draw, and you just win. You can just win in time. It's beautiful. And it just, your opponent kind of knows, playing against like typical Runick, your normal clock, and they know like, oh, I have this last turn to explode and win. The second this card is searched by tip, and you just know that 6 cards left the deck, and I still have 9. And if they have a spell more to get out, because this deck will have 12 cards in hand by that time, you're fine. This card says that your opponent does not get the comeback and the game is done. Alright, for the for hires, 3 to search 2. I love 2. I love hard opening 1 because you can just play around imperm, you can play around so many things. And at the same time, you can just search the second one if you don't need it to discard off a Rafale. You'd never care to have too many of these in hand because they're just names and they're just things to filter through that you do love going second, and you hate this getting banished by either other Runick players or Riseheart. Not Riseheart, the Arise, the baby boy, whatever, that little fucker. And only 2 fossil digs because Droll's still a thing, even though you don't care about it. We know. Summon. Make Manica Cat, summon Droll, get Dompa, make IP, and do Fog on the turn of your opponent, or just set up like Rex and Grave with Rafale, all the same. We're playing the 3 to pop and to be a level 2 and come from Droll, the Extender and the Merger. Basically, this how the deck just kisses with consistency from all sides because Rafale is a sexy motherfucker. For sprites, you have to run them. There is an argument. Right now I'm playing just the basics. Nothing out here is different, but I would like a world where maybe I played 2 red, just because playing around hand traps just makes your life so much simpler, and sometimes just having another negator to get to, because you just like, you can feel happy linking this away because you know you have another one on deck when you need it. It is something I'm gonna try when I take out the next card, Time Organized. It's not bad, I love it, it's really good, and I recommend you at least try it. This card comes up in cycling when you hopefully have enough cards to like keep the game going. You've drawn through 6, you don't need all of them. Some of them are going to be extra fossil digs or dead. This just says that if you ever run out of card advantage, there's nothing you can do. You can go like top deck, Rex Runick spell, or 2 Runick spells and 1 blue, 1 Runick, and just your deck thrives off 2 card combos, and this card allows you to come back from that. Then for the board breakers, I got 3 evenly, 2 kaijus. This is very important. This guy is beautiful. It's incredible. I need 2 supers, hit me up. This guy is an Earth. He can bring out Beat or Rex. Just like, let's say you're playing turn 1, your opponent ashes. You're bricked. Your opponent ashed you. You make Mannequin Cat. You tribute summon over this guy. You have full combo. It is stupid. Like, it is not the focal point of this card. This card at the end is still a kaiju. But it is yet another small link that makes this deck kiss with each other. It allows the sprites to go into other things without having to lock into level 2. And it's amazing the fact I can bring Beat or Rex, whatever I want, and just have essentially full combo because I opened the kaiju. It is a beautiful world we live in because Mannequin Cat's the best card ever printed. Speaking of which, extra deck, basic, 2, 1 and 1. Don't cut this out. Don't be a bum. Time, it's very important for time. 2 Donner, 2 Falgo, possibly thinking of cutting this one to 1, just to experiment. Cutting to 1 and running the level 4, so I can always put it back if I need. For the techs, IP, mandatory card, because you can make Falgo off of this when you're level 2 locked. It's a way of getting 2 for hires, because it's a generic. Beautiful. This for Branded and Kashtira still, it's an amazing card. Also buys you a turn when you need it. Some decks just don't have it out. Today I was playing against Spright and they cited out Smashers and like 2 Jets, and it's like, okay, you can't do shit. I didn't know, but fuck them over. Most broken card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever. Like, my side is so teched out because this card is incredible. And the level 2s, this is also a flex spot. This and Tryhard are the flex spots, and this one's here. This one never comes up. It can be Nightmare, Phoenix. Either great. It's pretty good too. I just wanna, like, I haven't played enough Kashtira, but this is like go Moonin, Crash Moonin, Mannequin Cat, Summon, and then just Zeus on top of that. And now you have like an out to everything they have. And but I don't know. The card never came up. It might be Cope. For the extra deck, 3 Astral Branded. Yes. 3 Bestials. Could be a Magnum Mode. I'm testing both right now. I'm not sure which one I like better, but it's cute. 3 Drolls for anything that isn't like particularly good. Then you got the 1 Wiz for time, comes up, and negates spells, so it's cool. And then 1 Santa Claus because it's an extra kaiju. And it's not a kaiju that you can't just like, you can draw this and another kaiju and be guaranteed that I can tribute rather than just tribute summon. And it just makes it way stupider, and at the same time, its level and attribute matter a lot when you want to go into these guys. These 2 no, but it's a light for Thunder King Ryo against Spright or Mathmech. It's a fiend for Kashtira, and everything else I need is like Fluunderies, whatever. So you can proc these 2 from this one. This is here against Super Heavy and Dragons, and Branded also works. This just like says, fuck you! And Jinzo for Labyrinth, because that's a deck. And that's about it. I feel like this deck is like really fucking good. You can shave a lot of this down, metagame it, you can buff it up, put more engine in it, make it a little more resilient to everything else. But I say you're good. I say that this, what I show right now, is a fair even ground. The 3 Evenlies, the 2 Kaijus, and the 1 Morganite being the 6 cards you can play around with. Also the 2nd Rookie for Hire, if you feel really confident, I wouldn't. Siding, up to you. And extra deck, you have like small amounts to improve, but the room for approval is there. So I trust you, proud citizen, to help out the sleepy world.